I spy with my little eyes at something watching me day and night. They spy with their little eyes. I spy, they spy. Crazy mother! If you're crazy, clap your hands, clap your hands. If you're crazy, clap your hands. If you're crazy, clap your hands, clap your hands.
Leaving Lepidoptera, please don't touch the displays, little boy. Ah, cute. Moving to the next aisle, we have Arachnida the spiders, our finest collection. This little friendly devil is the Heptaphilidae, unfortunately harmless. Next to him, the nasty Lycosiraptoria. His tiny fangs cause creeping ulcerations of the skin. And here, my prize, the black widow. Isn't she lovely and so deadly? Her kiss is 15 times as poisonous as that of the rattlesnake. You see, her venom is highly neurotoxic, which is to say that it attacks the central nervous system, causing intense pain, profuse sweating, difficulty in breathing, loss of consciousness, violent convulsions, and finally death. You know, I think what I love most about her is her inborn need to dominate, possess. In fact, immediately after the consummation of her marriage to the smaller and weaker male of the species, she kills and eats him. Oh, she is delicious. And I hope he was. Such power and dignity, unhampered by sentiment. If I may put forward a slice of personal philosophy, I feel that man has ruled this world as a stumbling, demented child king long enough. And as his empire crumbles, my precious black widow shall rise as his most fitting successor.
These words he speaks are true. We're all humanary stew. If we don't pledge allegiance to the Black Widow.
What? This next poem is a little bit naughty. It's called The Rabbit, the Parrot, the Carrot and Friends. The rabbit and the parrot with the carrot had some fun. Then the rabbit shoved the carrot up the rabbit's bum. The carrot told the rabbit that the carrot changed his luck, so the rabbit grabbed the carrot and the parrot he did. The rabbit and the parrot with the carrot met a duck. What a combination for an orgy and a fight! A horny, prickly porcupine, the spiky little runt, snatched off the duck the carrot and ran. Now the rabbit and the parrot with the carrot saw a bear. He eyed the duck and porcupine and came to claim his share. The bear he grabbed the porcupine, the carrot and the duck, but he was over anxious and the porcupine got stuck. An elephant was standing by chewing on some grass. The bear he begged, could you please pull this bastard from my ass? The elephant, he pissed himself, trunk raised above his head. The porcupine popped like a cork and tore Bear's ass to shreds. Now the rabbit, the parrot, the duck and carrot too, fell about in laughter in the middle of their screw. The porcupine now airborne, the bear, he bled in pain. He'll never shove a porcupine up his arse again. So the rabbits, parrots, carrots, the ducks and elephants, like us humans, they all get into each other's pants.
You're despicable.
As you may or may not know, I'm adopted. I thought that I would read to you a funny little poem that I've written, and this is the worst case scenario of meeting your natural biological parents, of which I have actually done. It's a poetic portrayal, the worst case scenario of being adopted and one day meeting your biological mother. When I met my natural mother all those many years ago, I travelled up to good old Cobram town. Stepping off the train, darkened storm clouds soon rolled in. Silence at the station, not a sound. The vision there before me was not what I expected, and I had to just make sure I looked around. It can't be this one. Maybe it's that lady over there. But my heart sank and my chin dropped to the ground. She waddled up beside me in an old stained coat and thongs, a tattered scarf and rollers in the hair. Anyone would think this creature crawled out of Geelong, with a face of ill repute beyond repair. A ciggy butt hang loosely from two pursed and wrinkled lips. It was deafening, the silence all around. She grinned a toothless grin with spittle drooling down her chin and appraised me kinda strangely up and down. I never thought that I would meet Medusa face to face, and if there was such thing, then she'd be one. Even by her presence, birds dropped dying from the sky. I'm surely gonna wake when nightmare's done. My mind was kind of feeling numb. I broke out in a sweat. My heart was palpitating way too fast. Oh my Lord, what have I done? I should have let things be. This old crone is the answer to my past? She spoke to me quite suddenly, her voice a rasping wheeze. She reeked of mothballs, garlic and beer. I was simply mortified. I cringed at her approach. In 20 years I'll look like this, I fear. So you're the one I spat out all those many years ago. Geez, you just look like I did at 34. All the men like dogs on heat came sniffing after me. Quite a stunner in me day now, that's for sure. And don't ask me who your father is, 'cause I have no idea. But I got myself a bloke. Now where is he? Rusty, meet my daughter. Don't she just look like her ma? She grew up to be a beauty, just like me. When I spotted Rusty hobbling up the station steps, pants tied with string and patches on his knees, here was I expecting a fairy tale to come true, but I ended up with the Beverly Hillbillies. I could only stand there, shocked and stunned. My mind went blank. All the people, how they whispered, laughed and stared. My legs now firmly rooted to the spot in abject fear. If I could have moved, I'd soon be out of there. So if you are adopted, sometimes it's better left alone. Just be grateful what you have and let it be. If in 20 years I look like her, I dread to think. For God's sake, someone please shoot me.
I stand with my little